What's crack-a-lackin'? So I just wanted to go over a few, a few of the rules. Give you guys a little bit of history on this league. Go over a few of the rules that a lot of you guys are coming in cold, don't really know the rules to this league. So I thought I'd give you a few minutes of my time, my precious time, and tell you what's up with this league. To start off with, this league started back, it had to have been in the early 90s, mid 90s. I didn't really start keeping track of records until actually we hopped on My Fantasy League back in the 2000s. So this league has been around for a minute. And two of the folks in my league that I've been with the longest is Mike Hickson, the Meat Train, and Les Taylor, Fuzzy. And Mike has been around with me the longest. This guy here is a fantasy football. He knows his shit when it comes to fantasy football. He loves to trade. He just loves the mix it up. And as you can tell by all the titles he has this league by the throat for many years. I've only won it a couple times since he's been in the league, but I've won it a couple times before he came in the league. So, yeah, he's a guy to keep an eye open for. And Les has won a championship in our league. And then, this is going to be a fun year. We've got a few people that I've played with in other leagues that I'm bringing in this year, and I'm kicking off this league again. We haven't really done much in this league for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, so we're going to get this party started again and kind of go from there. But what I really want to do is kind of go over this league and what it entails. This league, I call it a high performance league, PPR league, meaning the bigger the play, the longer out the play is, and at any position, the more points you're going to get. So you're not basically getting the same points for a 1-yard touchdown dive as you are with a 60 or 70-yard touchdown reception or pass. So big plays are rewarded. So you guys take your time and look through the rules and just look, because I don't want you guys to be surprised. A couple things I'm doing different this year than I've done in the past is I was trying to do that. I don't have any kind of cheat sheet, so I might have to edit some stuff in and out of this. But what we're going to do this year as far as free agency, it's always been in the past, we just go by the standings, and whoever had it would grab the first pick and second pick and so on and so forth. We're going to do it by fab. And for all you guys out there who don't know what actual fab is, it's going to be fake money that we use to do a blind bid on free agents. You're all going to get $100 a piece. I shouldn't say bucks, 100 units a piece. So you'll be using that the entire year to actually pick up players. That's how you're just going to do a blind bid. And nobody can see it, including myself. Nobody can see the blind bid. So that's how it's going to work. Now, I'm trying to remember, did I set this up for Tuesday? I think I set this up for Tuesday evening. So you'll know by Tuesday night, if you're up late, you'll know that if you got the player or not. Now, that being said, just because you don't have to, after that initial what's the word I'm looking for, a pickup on Tuesdays. After that, it's just first come, first serve. So if you see another player out there wasn't picked up during that first run, you can just pick the guy straight up off the waiver wire. Now, guys that are cut off of rosters, those guys are going to be locked until the prior week. So and that's something I need to go back into the settings and make sure that's the deal. Because any guy that gets cut during that week shouldn't be able to get picked up right away. He needs to go through the proper waivers and have everybody get a shot at him the next week. Because I don't want this league to be just because you're close to your phone when somebody gets cut, you're able to pick them up. So anyways, we'll make it fair in that sense. So that'll be a little bit different. as far as free agencies, trades. I think I mentioned it in the rules, which are on the main page. Do me a favor. I don't give a shit if a trade is fair. That's not, as a commissioner, and I've been doing this longer. Most of you guys have been alive. I mean, I've been doing fantasy football since the 90s, the mid 90s. I don't give a shit if the trade is fair or not. I don't care. That's part of fantasy football. And how many times have I seen a trade go, oh my God, who the fuck would do that? And then turn around a couple weeks later and go, oh my God, that was a good trade. Or vice versa, thinking it's a good trade and it turns out to be dog shit down the line. So it's not my job. I don't give a shit if it's fair or not. What I care about as a commissioner is the integrity of the league. And how I do that is making sure that owners are trying to they're pissed off for whatever reason and just trying to clear their team, or if there is collusion going on. If something like that were to happen, I would definitely get with the owners. And just as something else I should go into, if I find an owner that's just actually quit and not playing anymore, we will, I don't care if you've paid or not, we will actually take that team over, and I'll find somebody else to take over that team, because it's not fair. For example, let's say I have an owner that doesn't give a rat's ass and is not turning in lineups and he's not doing anything. And it's near the end of the season, and so everybody who's going to play that owner is getting a bye week pretty much, and that's not fair to the rest of the league. So if I see that happening, the commissioner has a right to take over the team, and not me personally, but I will find somebody else to run the team. So and that's just how that's going to go. Rosters, I've changed rosters. There's no limit on rosters. You can have I think we can hold 17 players. You can have 17 kickers on your roster. I don't give a shit. As long as you can put in a starting lineup when it's lineup time, yeah, you're going to have to go on the waiver wire and pick some guys up. I don't care about that. But your starting lineup is going to be a little different. You start one quarterback, okay? You're going to start 2 running backs. You're going to start 3 wide receivers. You're going to start a kicker, a tight end. And then you're going to start a flex. Okay, now this flex can be any position. It can be a kicker, it could be another quarterback, it could be a defense. And you're like, well, Dan, why in the hell would I ever start? Why would I start why would I start a defense over a quarterback? Quarterbacks score so much points. Do they? Have you looked at our rules? Quarterbacks can score points, but so can defenses. Hell, so can kickers. If they can go off. Any position, I would say any position has the capability of going off for 100 points on an outstanding day. So this is not a 2 quarterback league. I mean, if you want to run 2 quarterbacks, that's totally up to you. I've seen people run 2 defenses. I've seen people run. It just depends on what you want to do. Just know that just because that extra flex spot, you can put anything in there you want. All right. The draft this year, I think we're going to have it September 3rd, which is going to be on a Tuesday. And I think I've got it marked down to 6 or 7 at night. So mark that down on your calendar. Our NFL Big Dawg Fantasy Draft is going to be September 3rd. And look on the site again, and I'll be giving you guys reminders. It's like 6 or 7 at night. And it's going to take a couple hours just because we're doing 17 rounds. So, but I do have a timer set on it for like 45 seconds. And I may change that timer to 30 seconds just to try to get us out of there a little bit earlier. But you guys need to go down there and you can start building your draft lists. And doing anything you want to do. I want you to actually get familiar with the website. Speaking of website, I think I mentioned this. There is a website that you guys can see. It's very conducive to, I would say, computers, laptops, and stuff like that. And we also have it's a mobile app. It's called MFL Platinum. And you can just download it and link it to the league, and then that's more conducive to mobile devices. So if you guys are trying to do stuff like that, it's, I would suggest actually having both, both of them. So getting back to my original thought here. So the draft, it normally takes a couple hours to get it done. And then yeah, after that you can start trading or whatever. All trades are going to go through the website, or you guys can text each other or however you want to do it. But they're going to eventually have to be done through the website through you guys. And then I'll just go on there. And they go through me. It's not really for me to accept. All I'm doing is making sure everything's on the up and up as far as, you know, and I'll just hit accept. And then it'll happen right away. So usually I'll get a notification if there's a trade that's been agreed on with both owners. And I'll just hit accept and it goes right through. There's no waiting period. There's no voting. I would never be in a league where a bunch of jokers are voting on my trade. I think that's crap. I mean, I've been in leagues like that, and I just hit no, because it's not benefiting me. So that's why I don't want to be in a league like that. Starting lineups. You guys don't need to actually have all your complete lineup in. You can put partial lineups in. It's not a problem, because you know how sometimes they get strung out from Thursday all the way through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday sometimes. I think this year we actually have a game on a Wednesday. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I think it could be the Steeler game, the Steelers and the Chiefs. I don't know if Christmas is on Wednesday this year. I'm just trying to go off the top of my dome on this. But anyways, yeah, as long as you can just put your lineups in as needed. So it's totally up to you on how you want to do it. If there's no way that I can write every rule and have every little scenario that's going to pop up in the course of the season. So if something happens that's kind of crazy, which happens all the time, look at COVID. I mean, shit happens all the time. You got to make decisions. I will be reaching out if I feel the need. I will be reaching out to the league and getting their take on how we should handle this situation. But you guys, like I said, getting back to these trades, I don't want to hear I don't want to see no text messages to me. I don't give a shit about trades. As long as everybody's on the up and up, I don't care. If you want to trade Mahomes for a kicker, I don't give a shit. It's not up to me. So, and who am I to say a trade is fair or not? Or who are you? I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and shit. The value of players is changes completely all the time. Let's see. So basically, we want to make sure everybody has their money in by August 1st. I will start sending out group texts probably a couple weeks before August 1st, making sure you guys get your $200 in. People that actually see me, you can actually give it to me. The people who are not able to see me that much, you just hit me up and find out if you want to do a PayPal or Cash App or however you want to do it. We can figure it out. But I need to have that money by August 1st. I've got 3 or 4 people waiting to get in the league. And so if we get down to August 1st, and I don't have your guys' money and you haven't answered or whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and go looking for somebody else. Because what I'm not going to do is be put on fucking the back burner until, you know, a week before the draft or fucking a week after the draft and I still haven't got money. We're not going to do it that way. It's just not a good look for the league. And my job as commissioner is making sure we get all the funds. And so when the payouts come, I can get you guys your money right away. And that's what you expect. If you land in first, second, third place, you're gonna get your money. And also, if you win the toilet bowl, you're gonna get your money right away. So I'll get it to you within just a few days after the last, and we'll figure out how to get you the money depending on where you live. So I think first place is going to be 15 hundo, and then you got second place. And you're going to look on the board. I remember it's not that good. You got second place and third place. I do know that if you win the toilet bowl, I think you get $100. You get half your money back, and then you get the first overall pick in the prior year. So yeah, so that's how that'll work. It gives the people that are in the bottom 6 going for a championship in the toilet bowl something to actually look forward to. So yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at. So we got our placed finishers. Also, while we're talking about this, all of you guys, I took part of everybody's fee, and then put you in the NFL Pick'em pool. So that's going to go all the way through the end of the year. So, I mean, you don't have to pay no money. You've automatically been entered into it. So, and I think it's $100. I think it's $100. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. But so every week you just go in there and make your picks, and then whoever has the most picks at the end of the year, it'll keep tally. You'll see right there, it'll keep tally, and then you guys can actually win some more money. I figure the more ways for owners to win money, the better the league is as a whole. Even though I don't want this to be completely about money, some people, that's all it is about. To me, it's about winning a championship. If I could give my $200 and have my name on another plaque up there, shit, that's what I'm talking about right there. All right, let me finish up this video. As you can tell, the draft board's already up and rolling. You're actually able to trade draft picks this summer if you guys actually pay already. If you get your $200 into me and you're trying to trade with somebody else and they get their $200 in, you can start trading. So I don't expect too much trading or anybody really doing that this year, but I'm trying to get this league put together so going in the off seasons, going forward, we can have people and owners being more active throughout the year instead of just around the actual NFL season. So in closing, I just want to say, if anybody has any issues with anything, hit me up, and we'll try to work them out. And also, it should be a fun year. I've put a couple different twists in our league this year, so it should be fun and enjoyable. And hey, come at the commissioner. I plan on winning me another championship.